Natasha Gichuki. I'm a newly admitted advocate and I'm very, very passionate about very many things. One of the things I'm passionate about is the preservation of African history. I feel like majority of African stories have been told from the lens of others, particularly Kenyan stories. We don't have a single repository for our own stories. We don't have anywhere they're recorded. And the recordings that we have not been done by Kenyan people and they've not been done by the people from the community. So what it happens is it kind of has an anthropological feel to the story whereas it's kind of extracted and it's the other side looking in. So they miss a lot of the nuance of the things. They miss a lot of what was important to the people. And they tell the story through kind of a Western lens where just a lot is lost. So another issue that we have with the whole history thing is that we've lost kind of our sense of identity, our sense of belief in ourselves, our sense of confidence as Kenyans and as Africans. Our belief that as Black people we matter, our stories matter, we're intelligent, that we don't need to seek sources from outside of ourselves to find meaning. So you look at it like what happens in schools is that history has been very diluted. I think there's a feeling that children can't really handle history and what happened, but they can. Because if you give it an example, there's a dilution in history in the syllabus from when I was in school as compared to what is currently taught right now. So the history I learned was a lot more, it was a lot bigger, it just a lot more than the history of the children than the history that the children are learning right now. I think the most obvious solution would be everyone needs to sit down with the older people in their family, their great-grandparents if they're still alive, their grandparents, just hear from them, listen to your stories, listen to your culture, know what was used to treat what diseases, where you came from, what your story was, how long you've actually been on that land, and write it down. Actually record it so that you will have a source to go back to, your children will have a source to go back to. I think this is a responsibility that everybody needs to take up because we've lost so much time and we've lost so much knowledge that if we don't start recording now, we'll continue losing all of it. But yeah, I do think that would be another way, would include people just disseminating it, putting it in forms of stories, putting it in forms of plays, putting it in songs, so that not only you know about your people, but other people do. Other people change their perceptions of what African was, not only now but before. So other people get to realize that we were brilliant people and we still are brilliant people. And we did not need anyone's intervention to be brilliant. Because there's a common thread that I realized I find very, very concerning, whereby people just generally do not believe in Africans for Africa. They don't believe that Africans can solve their own problems because the only narrative that they know is that Africans have always needed someone else to come and fix their problems for them. So this will help give people their confidence in creation of solutions to their own problems. Let them know that this is possible. That what has happened in our countries for the past 60 years has just been the past 60 years. It's not our whole story and doesn't have to be the rest of our story. That we can find our own solutions to our own problems. I'd encourage every Kenyan, as old or as young as you are, to go. Talk to as many people that actually know the history of your people and record it in any way that you know how. Yeah, and after you're done recording, share it as widely as possible, like scream it from the rooftops, send it out, tweet it, post it on Facebook. It would be a lot more useful than those weird forwards that you get.